Valorant's music video Ego was an emotional roller coaster. The song is sung by Phoenix's younger sister, Mary. Growing up, Mary and Jamie were inseparable, full of dreams for the future. However, when First Light hit the world, Jamie gained his radiant abilities, and soon after, something happened. Something that changed both of their lives forever. After all these years, it seems that neither of them have been able to move on. Jamie buried all his emotions by putting 100% of his effort into being Agent Phoenix. He ignored his life outside of Valorant, which began to take a toll on him. He was freezing up in battle when the team needed him. Meanwhile, Mary, desperate to talk to her brother about what happened, was met with mostly silence from him. Even before he joined Valorant, she tried to talk to him about it, but he would just shut down. Mary eventually put all her emotions and thoughts into song, hoping to reach her brother and tell their story. That song is Ego. The music video opens up with a scene from the most recent mission that Alpha Earth's VALORANT Protocol had been sent on. A group called Atlas from Omega Earth had been coming over to Alpha Earth and stealing radianite fuel. Their incursions had gone under the VP's radar because Atlas was stealing radianite signatures to cover their tracks. Usually, when someone comes to Alpha from Omega, they leave behind Omega particles that form a signature that KJ can track. But Atlas was stealing Alpha signatures to hide any trace of their incursions. In order to finally detect them, the VP needed to put tracers on them. Brimstone, Killjoy, Raze, Reyna, and Phoenix were sent out to do this job. Although the mission was ultimately successful, it was a brutal fight. KJ got fatally wounded. They quickly exited the scene using Brimstone's smokes to get in the Vulture, which is the VP's aircraft. The team does their best to keep KJ alive until they get back to their headquarters where Sage can heal her, but she's going in and out of consciousness. During this, they each reflect on why they fight, the reason behind every battle and every mission, and how their past shapes their present. Raze fights for love, Brimstone fights for remembrance, Reyna fights for family, Phoenix fights for redemption, Sage fights for life. Raze does everything she can to keep Killjoy conscious, but despite her best efforts, Killjoy dies. You can see the life leave Raze's eyes as she realizes that KJ is gone. Despite knowing that Sage will likely be able to revive her, it doesn't take away the shock, pain, and fear that comes with watching someone you care about fight to stay alive, fight to do their best for the team, and still not make it. To see them gone. It really reminds you that this is a battlefield where even their victories are costly. We see Brim also trying to help KJ, and it cuts to his similar experience when he was in the military. His best friend, Tariq Porter, died in his arms when a mission went sideways. As the realization hits that his friend is gone, the same expression washes over him, just like it did for Raze. The guilt has never left him, and he made a vow to not let anyone else on his mission team die again. And yet, this vow is being tested with Killjoy. Brimstone and Killjoy share a close bond. He has always been a mentor to her as they've known each other for a while. As Reyna and Phoenix reflect, we see their experience of First Light. First Light was a global supercharged radianite event that gave rise to a surge in radiance, the world's discovery of radianite, and the world being split into a mirrorverse. We finally get to see a bit of what it actually looked like. The sky changes and these purple light beams begin to form. As this happens, all the power across the globe also shuts off for a few hours. We see Reyna on the beach with her little sister Lucia when First Light starts. As they stare at the sky, Lucia suddenly loses consciousness and faints. Seeing Reyna remember this moment broke my heart. While we don't know for sure, this may have been the moment Lucia became a Radiant. Her radiance is similar to Reyna's, considering they both had the same purple glowing heart, but Lucia is deathly ill. It's not something Sage can heal, as devs have told us that Lucia will wither without life essence. It's the same essence that Reyna is able to harvest. So Reyna fights to keep her alive. Again, we don't know if the moment depicted here is when Lucia gained her radiance or not, but my current guess is that it's when both of them became radiants. Afterward, they worked with Kingdom to try and get Lucia better, but all they did was test her and make things worse. But again, that's just my theory, so let me know what you think. We get to see Mary and Phoenix's experience of First Light as well. The two shared a close bond. As First Light begins, Mary clings to her brother for safety. but just as quickly, he ends up being the one hurting her. As Phoenix gained his radiance, he struggled to control it. He accidentally set his school ablaze while Mary was in the building. The firefighters were thankfully able to save her, and we learned later on that Phoenix's mom is actually a firefighter. It makes me wonder if maybe she showed up to the scene, and how scary that must have been. Although they were able to save Mary, she didn't escape unscathed. She got hurt and burned and bears the scar on her face to prove it. To this day, though, Mary still has the origami bird that Jamie made for her, even though it's burned now. She even brought it on stage for her first performance of Ego. This whole event is the one Mary wanted to talk to Phoenix about, and the one Phoenix has been running from ever since. As the team finally lands at Val HQ, Sage meets them to res Killjoy. As Sage channels her radiance, we get what appears to be a symbolic representation of what everyone is fighting for as Sage gives her all to revive Killjoy. If you look at Brimstone's fighting, we see imagery of KO in the background. It's overlaid with Tariq's face, which not so subtly hints that our theories about KO having the memories of Tariq Porter do have some merit. Reyna gives her all to give life to her sister, which encapsulates this line so well.
As many souls as it takes, Lucia. Te lo juro.
It's interesting that we see Sage's eye color changing between a jade green and red. It's worth noting here that Sage's eye color is naturally brown, but as she's trying to revive, they flicker between red and the green color of Radianite. She gives the last of her energy to bring Killjoy back. The happy moment quickly fades, though, as crystals begin to form on Sage's face. She's clearly in pain, and it seems Omen's question is finally demanding an answer.
Sage, the life you give, do you ever wonder where it's taken from?
Does Sage's res cost another life? Does it take from herself? It looks like that might be a lore arc in the near future, but let me know your theories in the comments. This is probably the most interesting part of the story for me, as we've seen Sage and Reyna butt heads over their differing ways of giving life to someone. But here in this moment, Reyna is there for Sage. At the very end of the video, we see someone knock on Mary's door after her show. Mary's tear and smile of relief made us believe it was Phoenix who had finally shown up, but it's not. Phoenix got this voicemail from Mary after the show.
You miss my calls, miss my shows, and you come back with these excuses. You do this all the time, Jamie. For years, I'm sick of it. You should have been there. Every show, every song is important to me now. But this one was extra special. I wanted you there. I told you it meant a lot, and you couldn't be bothered to show up. It's like you don't acknowledge what I'm doing is real. It is real. It's happening, Jamie. Everything we dreamed about as kids, it's happening, and you are missing it. I don't understand. I don't know my brother anymore. You haven't let me know you, and you don't know me. What happened, Jamie? You say you'll be there next time, but you say that a lot. I'm not even supposed to say this, but I've been invited to First Light Expo. They want me and my song at First Light Expo. I can't even. Look, you'll either be there or you won't. And if you're not, I'm done.
This begs the question then, who showed up to see Mary? Regardless, Phoenix needs to show up to her next performance at First Light Expo. Based on the V25 cinematic teasers, I'm guessing Mary will perform in Paris, France. This is also where VCT Champs will be happening in September and October of this year. I could be totally wrong, but my guess is that we will get more on this soon. Will Phoenix show up? Will he redeem his relationship with Mary? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye!